Okay. So at the beginning of a party, the way I start a party is I go in and I start with the hostess and then I ask everybody, I just say, you know what? I'd like you to tell me, a little bit, your name, what do you do? What would you like to get out of today? And you have to tell me one fun fact about you. Because I want it to be an icebreaker, right? So your party, when you hold a party, the number one thing you want to do is you want to have a really strong opening. You want to have a really strong close, and what goes in the middle is the least important thing of an entire party. So I give people tickets and I want to engage them. So one of the things, if you're looking for your next team member, you can also ask a question. Okay, so I want to get to know you. So who here what played on any type of a team? Okay. So if you played on a team in anywhere in your life, you could have been bowling, you could have been cheerleading, then you're going to get a ticket. So let's tell me a little bit about that. And then who here, who was the one that started working at the youngest age? And what did you do? And so what am I looking for? I'm looking for my next team member. I'm looking for someone who's a team player, and I'm looking for someone who is a hard worker. Okay.
That's smart.
Okay. And then I'm going to let them know we're going to do 3 things today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have fun. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on clean, healthy, flawless, radiant skin. And the third thing we're going to do today is I'm going to get to work with each of you individually so that I can customize your skincare products and I can get to know you and I can serve you to the highest good. Okay, why did I say that? Because I used to hate to close individually. So I thought, okay, Lisa, what can I put in my party that's going to make me close individually? So if I tell them my favorite thing is that I get to work with each of them individually, I can't weenie out. And so as a new consultant, when I wasn't closing individually, I put that in. So that helps me. And I set the stage so nobody feels weird when I'm going to take them out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You're
So
already telling them ahead of time. So yeah.
yeah, so I'm doing that. And then I'm gonna let them know, okay, well, we're gonna also, you get to leave 1, 2, or 3 ways. So you get to leave today a happy customer because we have a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. So who here has the drawer full, the cosmetic graveyard in your bathroom? And whoever has a cosmetic graveyard is going to get tickets. So I'm giving people tickets to the whole thing, right? The more that they unlock, the more tickets they get. Okay, great. So you'll never make a buying mistake with Mary Kay because you're gonna, if you don't love it, like you don't use everything, I'm gonna we'll return it and you can get your money back or you can exchange it for anything. So you're gonna always be a happy customer with Mary Kay. The second thing is you can be a happy hostess. Well, because guess what? Here's the deal. You don't always tell me over the phone if something isn't perfect, but if you're staring at me eye to eye and we're toe to toe, cheek to cheek, you can't lie to me. So if something isn't perfect, I'm going to figure it out and then we're going to do that. And you're going to get party perks. So you're going to be able to, when you share your second appointment with your girlfriends, you're going to be able to get party with me and get blah, blah, blah for free. So whatever hostess program you're using, right? And then the third thing is Mary Kay always says that there's at least one person who would be a great beauty consultant. So why don't, you guys watch, and if you think all she does is squeeze and squirt and talk, then maybe, I might be looking for a little bit of extra. Maybe I want some more fun. Maybe I want some more money. Maybe I want some more freedom, flexibility, or maybe you're just a savvy shopper, right? And you love a great discount. So watch what I do. And so that's in our 4-point recruiting plan, right? Because the old 4-point recruiting plan was to ask the hostess, who do you know that's coming today that would be a great beauty consultant? Well, I don't always have an opportunity to do that, but I will tell you when I pre-profile, this is crucial. So I'm going to call the people. Now, if my life is really crazy, then I will, sometimes I don't do that, but I'm really creating it in my calendar that I have to call the people. And And I can also tell how they text me back and forth with pre-profiling. So my pre-profiling in when I call them to introduce myself is to hear their voice and see if I like them and if I want them on my team before the party ever starts.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not so much what it is. And so like last week, I wasn't able to talk to the girl, right? But I said, okay. So I have a text and I said, you know, I'd love to give you a peek at a pink. Would you be willing to watch a 3-minute video? And you can ask me a couple questions before you get there. So the video I'm using, I'll share that with you, but it's a very generic Mary Kay video, and it talks about Mary Kay the lady and our company. So I want to dispel and I want to break down the barriers of what they're thinking if they were like me and they had a judgment about Mary Kay. So that the role of that video is to break that apart, right? Does that make sense? And I'll
Mhm.
tell you what it is, because it's just I just forgot what the oh, let me turn this off. I forgot what it's called, but anyways, so I have a link and I send that to them. And so if they watch that video, then it just gives them an inkling into the heart of our company. And it's not super salesy and it's just short. Okay.
Mhm.
So all of that is in the beginning before we ever get started. So I'm looking as we go around, I'm listening to who's the sparkler. I'm looking at who needs what. The reason I ask them what do they want to get out of today is because my definition of upset is unfulfilled expectations. Okay. So if someone came in and they think they're going to get eye makeup, I want to dispel that in the very beginning of of the um, of the beauty experience before they ever before I get there. Okay.
Mhm.
So if
Mhm.
someone says, you know, I'm looking for eye makeup, I'm going to go, oh, you know what? That is so great. But you know what we're going to do today? Today's session is going to be focused on clean, healthy, flawless, radiant skin. So think of an artist. If you had a painting and you were an artist and you had a canvas that was ripped to shreds and you tried to be your master artist, would your painting ever look good? No. So we're going to focus on the canvas first. And then you're going to have an option to schedule your second appointment to either dive deeper into skincare or to do color. And so we're going to go ahead and be able to address that. So, and if I taught you everything I know today, your eyes would glaze over, you'd fall out of your chair and you wouldn't retain anything and you probably wouldn't like me because you'd be overwhelmed. So there. And then I also tell them, and sometimes this is just woven into the conversation. A lot of this is woven in as they're introducing themselves based on what they tell me they want out of the session. But I'll say, you know, one of the things is I have 3 goals today. The first goal I have for you today is to fall in love with me. Okay, that's the first thing. I want you to fall in love with me. I want you to keep me forever. The second thing I want you to do is I want you to fall in love with the company and what we stand for, because I think our company is so unique and so amazing. And you're never going to find another company that is going to empower women and to be able to, you know, and then I can share about the Mary Kay Ash Foundation and our fight against domestic violence and cancer for research for women's cancer. So, and then the third thing is I want you to fall in love with this product and your skin. And why do I do that? Because number one, if they're going to fall in love with the product no matter what. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they're going to fall in love with the way their skin looks. But if they don't like me and they fall in love with their product, they are not going to buy anything at my party. And they are going to go find Mary Kay from somebody else and they're going to go buy it from someone else. So
Mhm.
So those are how I set the stage for the beginning of a party. Then what I do at a party is very basic and very simple. Is I talk about the oil-free eye makeup remover, and I follow this part of the flip chart so that if somebody is looking, I can pretend like I'm reading part of the flip chart so that they have hope that they could do that too.
Mhm.
And I don't read literally what's on the back of the flip chart. I'll turn the flip chart over and just kind of point on what's on there. Like for the 3D, when I turn to the 3D page, I literally read the 3 bullets right there. It's going to defend against the age accelerating free radicals. What are free radicals? It's going to delay the look of premature aging, and it's going to deliver results in 4 weeks. I'm not going to read all that stuff on the back because that's way too much, but I can pull some of the things out. So then I romance the miracle set, and then I talk about the 4-in-1 cleanser. They do the cleanser, and then we do oil-free eye makeup remover, and then I have them snap a picture. And then I have them put the charcoal mask on. We do microderm on the back of the hand. They can see the difference on their hands from one hand to the other. And then I have done a really quick, like 1 or 2 minute max Cracker Jack eye story after they all introduce themselves, and I introduce myself based on what they told me in their introductions. So if they're all teachers, I'm going to focus my eye story and create it around that. If they all are mamas, then I'm going to create my little 1 minute eye story around that. If they're all corporate women, I'm not going to talk about me being a mama because they don't really care. And so then I'm going to just say, I just wanted to share just a little bit about my journey, because Mary Kay, maybe for you, it may not, but I love how this fit into my life. And I just kind of weave my eye story into this. And it's, once again, and then I say, okay, now we're going to play a ticket game. We have about 5 or 10 minutes while your mask dries. So everybody gets to get a ticket, and you get to ask me anything you want about, you're going to pretend like you're interested in becoming a Mary Kay beauty consultant. Okay. So what do you want to know? So instead of me doing Mrs. Cabs, remember how we always did Mrs. Cabs, recognition cards, your own boss, advancement, and self-growth, self-esteem. I want to know what they want to know. Because if I tell them all about that and they don't care about the cars and they don't care about the money, I just like, it's not even relevant. And so I just want it to be a conversation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think that people today just want to connect, and they want people to be real and authentic. And I think when we do a party, we get to take our own personality and we really get to hone and drill down on the people around the table. And so if they all go around and ask a ticket, now sometimes they don't ask any ticket, and then they'll just, or sometimes they won't ask how much the starter kit, and then I'll go, oh, Lisa. So how I pretend like I'm asking myself a question. Sometimes they won't do anything. I'll say, oh, Lisa, what was the number one reason you got started, or whatever? So to give them ideas to get started, right?
Yeah, to interact. Yeah.
And then, so sometimes they have really good questions and sometimes they don't. And it could be, I'm going to kind of answer the questions as they go along. And I'll kind of read how do I say this? Look at their face to see where their mask is and to see how engaged they are. And if they're super not engaged, because sometimes they're not, then they may start asking me about products. And so I just answer whatever that they want about products, because I want them to know that they were heard. So if they said, okay, well, and if they are telling me earlier that they want evenness of skin tone, then I can go, oh, guess what? We have our new booster, and talk about the booster. So it is kind of fluid. I do want to layer them, but I don't want to throw up Mary Kay.
Yep.
Okay. So then we take off the mask, and Muriel and I have done this forever. I don't know why we did it. Sometimes I don't want to do it, but they all laugh, so I do it anyways. But I get their cloth. So they get 2 facial cloths. They get one when they take off their cleanser, and then they get one and they use that one to do their microderm on the back of their hand. Then they get a new facial cloth, and I have them open it up and I have them press it down and I have them say, okay, now you're going to go to your happy place. Pretend like you're going to, where is your favorite vacation spot? And who's like the handsome guy that you're with? And just relax and press it down. Then I have them pull it up, and then they all laugh because they have artwork.
Yeah.
Okay, so they think that's super funny. And then I let them take off their mask, and then I use a toner, a Botanical Effects toner, because the facial cloths, really, I should use washcloths because the facial cloths don't take any, leave residue of the charcoal mask. And if you don't use a toner, they all look great.
Yeah.
So I finished that. Then I have them do their eye cream on one eye. And then I have them do day cream. And so here is your day cream. Your day cream is your protector. This is your Batman and Robin fight against anti-aging. This is your protector. And then your night cream is your corrector. So this one's going to give you crucial protection during the day. It's going to give you an SPF. It's going to give anti-aging, and you're going to put it here and you're going to put it here. And then at night, you've got your corrector. So this one's going to restore, regenerate, and repair your skin at night. And I have them put it here or here or something so they can feel the difference. Now, I specifically forget to do satin lips because I want this to dry just a little bit longer. Okay, does that make sense?
Mhm.
Because I want them to see the difference from one eye to the other. Now, if I'm doing the repair, I will put lifting serum on half the face before I put the eye cream on. So they'll put lifting serum on half the face, and then they'll put the eye cream on. And that is huge. And if you've never done that before, this side will look lifted up. This
Mhm.
will look different. This will look different. This will look different. And this side will look like they had a stroke.
Wow.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
hadn't tried that on.
So, I mean, it is literally, they can look in the mirror and go, oh my goodness, like it is huge. So then I say, oh my gosh, I forgot to do satin lips. So then I have them do satin lips, and I just use a flat cotton pad with the spray bottle, and they take that off.
Mhm.
And they do satin lips. And then I'll say, okay, now you've got everything. I want you to get your phone. I want you to take your other selfie, and I want you to look at your before and after picture. And I want you to look across at your neighbor, and I want you to see if you can tell a difference in one eye to the other. Okay. So then they can, because it's been about 5 minutes, and this eye looks totally different most of the time than this eye, and they can tell a difference. Then I say, okay, now you can put the eye cream on the other eye. All right. So they take their before pictures, they take their after. I go around and say, okay, what did you see different? How does your skin feel? What's different from your picture from your before and after? And so everybody goes around, and then I say, okay, so we're going to play the fabulous. We're going to play. You get to nominate. This is my really, really fun part about Mary Kay, is we get to pass it on and we get to pass it forward. You're going to pay this forward. So I give them the fabulous referral sheet, and I say, whoever can fill it all out is going to get 10 tickets. And I want you to sit down, and I want you to go through your phone, and I want you to think, who would you like to nominate that you could gift a customized beauty experience and a pampering, or you could include them at your next session. So I want you to nominate. I want you to think of who in your life serves the whole wide world and doesn't do anything for them. And so I'm going to give them ideas and say, out beside that, you could write her name, and then you can write her number, but you could write like if she's like super fun, or what you like about her. And so then I say, okay, I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to turn on the song. So I leave the room. Okay. And I go quick. So it's not forever that I'm gone. But that
Mhm.
also gives me time, because I'm drinking water the whole time. Then when I close, I don't have to be like jumping up and down and have ants in my pants, right? So it's dual focused. And then I'll say this. So what I've done is I don't do foundation and I don't do color at my parties.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, so how I get away. Now that was huge for me, huge. Okay. And Mariel talked me into this like 5 years ago, but I was having like a conniption fit, because we always did the dash out the door look. We did cream eye color, mascara, cheek color, lip gloss, matching foundations, all that crap, right?
Yeah.
But that takes a long time.
Yep.
So I just say, you know, what you're gonna do is if you would like, before I pick up your trays, you know, remember, I'm gonna get to work with each of you individually. If you're gonna go somewhere, I have little color cards. They're on the table. You can pick up a color card. Here's the applicators you can play. And if you want, I'll squirt CC cream in your tray. And here's a little foundation, here's a little mascara that you can put on. So what does that do? I don't have to waste my party time
Mhm.
doing
Mhm.
glam. And if they want to do it, they will. And it gives them something to do while I'm closing individually.
Smart.
If they're not going to do it, okay, if they don't want anything, then I pick up the trays and clean it all up. I mean, I still clean everything else up so that I can close with my bag. But I will tell you, my party time went way, way, way down, and I can just match them, and they're all doing something, you know, on top of that. So then I'm gonna go with my sheet.
Yeah.
Well, I have my roll-up bag. Hold on. All my roll-up bags are in the studio. And so I romance the roll-up bag. You're gonna laugh. So I named my roll-up bag Trudy, and in 7 years, I've never met anybody named Trudy. So anyway, so I hold her up, I romance her, and then I show him, I said, she spins and she spins and she's a little naughty and she strips. And so I always pull off the top.
That one's the first one I've heard about stripping.
No, they love Trudy. She strips. I got that from somebody else. I didn't get it from myself. I wasn't that creative. But anyways, they love Trudy. So Trudy spins, she dips, she's a little naughty and she strips. And I say, everybody needs 2 Trudies. I use one when I travel and you use one when you work out of every day. So let's talk about what's in Trudy. So you want in your, you know, if you're looking at this, so if I'm using this closing sheet, I've got to tweak my clothes a little bit, because what's in my Trudy is what I did at every party. Okay. So I'll say in my Trudy, in pocket 1 and 2 is going to be your skincare, your daily regimen. Okay. That's going to be what you're going to do every single morning, every single night. That is like brushing your teeth. So that's the most important thing. Like, you would never do a beauty treatment. You would never whiten your teeth and not brush them. Is that correct?
Mhm.
You whiten your teeth and not brush them. So the next thing is our spa treatments. Those are our beauty treatments. You can put those in pocket 3 and 4, or you can add some of your favorites. You could put your spa treatment in pocket number 3, and then you could put your favorites in pocket number 4. So let's go over some of the fun things that we talked about today at this session. We talked about our charcoal mask, and you use the applicator. Well, here's the moisture renewing gel mask. It's going to be, you can do the multi-masking, because it's the moisture gel mask is like a humectant. It's going to lock in the moisture. It's got 10 skin loving benefits. It's going to nourish, hydrate, de-stress, purify. It's going to be like a spa. It's a party on your face. And you could do that for the multi-masking, and we did the microdermabrasion. And then some of my favorites are the I Love It set. You know, here we have our hydrogel eye patches. You can show the picture of some of the before pictures and after pictures, and of the oil-free eye makeup remover, or you could do the hydrogel eye patches, and you could do the Indulge if you wanted the lash set. And so I just kind of pick and choose a couple of the sets, and then I'll say, okay, and today's specials. Okay, so you remember we have a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. So today's specials are, you could get the Elite Cadillac collection. You could pick any 8 sets that you want. It's only $3.99. You're going to get the roll-up bag as your total free gift. And you know what? I'll give you an extra little gift too, because you're the elite girl. All right, the second set you have, oh, and you can create your own roll-up set if you're like that kind of girl that what just has to have whatever she wants to have, then we can definitely work on that. And then the next one is the Cadillac collection, and you can pick any 6 sets that you want, and Trudy is included. Is that not exciting? Okay, and then the Queen set is you get to pick any 4 sets you want, and you get Trudy at half off. And if you're a princess girl, you can pick any 2 sets and you get a gift with purchase. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to pretend you're going in your closet, and I want you to pick out the outfit that makes you look and feel like $1,000,000. Like look and feel like $1,000,000. All right. And I want you to open your eyes and I want you to think, how much did the outfit cost? I want you to include the shoes. I want you to include the accessories, the jewelry, the purse, and everything. Was it 100? Was it 200? Was it 300? Was it 4? And sometimes they'll tell me, and sometimes they'll say, oh, mine was 50. I'll say, oh my gosh, girl, you're a really great bargain shopper. I need to go shopping with you. Okay. But most of the time it's a couple $100. And then I'll say, okay, now Cindy, my question to you was, how many times did you wear it this last year? And if it's like me, it probably doesn't fit right now. Okay. So then I laugh. Okay. And then I'll say, okay, so what makes more sense, to invest in something that you're going to look and feel good every single day and you never have an opportunity to make a second first impression, or something you're going to wear once or twice a year? Okay, so now what we're going to do now, when I'm going to close in a group, because I'm going to start doing group parties and I'm going to do Pink Power Days where I'm actually doing kickoff parties and I can do 4 parties at one time in our big room. When I'm doing that, as I'm going through this, I will have this printed out for everybody. They're going to write their name at the top and they're going to circle. When I'm going over the sets, I'm going to say, okay, so, and I'm going to do this whether I am closing as a group or when I'm going to close individually. I'm now going to give these printed out like this. They're going to write their name on it. And as I'm going through the sets, I'm saying, you won the lottery today. Okay. So you're going to just circle every set that you want, or if you knew that you won the lottery today, what set would you want either now or earn it for free? So I'm going to have them circle all their sets so I know what they want. And then if they're then when I close with them, I say, okay, is today a lottery day or a budget day? And they can tell me what they want. And then I know the difference between where they are and what they want. Okay, so after I do that table close, then I say, okay, now what we're going to do is I want you to flip your profile over, and on the pink place, I want you to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to ask you 5 questions. And I just want you to write the answer of the question. So number 1, did you have fun today? And if you don't know, the correct letter starts with the letter Y. Okay. And then number 2, at your second appointment, do you want to dive deeper into skincare or do you want to do color? So you can write skincare or color. Question number 3, if you won the lottery today, what sets, would you like? And so now that I'm going to have them circling this, I can just say, how many sets would you like to get started with today? If they've already circled their sets, right? And then question number 4, at your second appointment, do you want it you and me, or would you like you, me, and friends and free? So you could write me, you and me, or you could write free. So which would you like? And then question number 4 is I make it my priority to share Mary Kay with 100% of my customers. It was something that I would never have done in a million years. And I'm so glad that my consultant never gave up on me. So my question to you is, would you like to have coffee with me? Would you like to do a call? Do you want to do a FaceTime or a Zoom chat? And what would work best for you? And would you give me your honest opinion? And when you do that, you're going to go into our monthly cash drawing. All right. So, coffee, and if they say no, thank you, I'm not going to do anything, but I want them to do that because then when I close, I'm going to have them look at their sheet. So it's going to makes my close quicker. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And then they're going to bring their referral page with me, the fabulous referral sheet. I'll show you what that is. You probably have seen it. I'll pull it up and here it is. So, this is how I go to a party. I have little sheet protectors. This came from my last party, right? So like I take a sheet protector and then I can put everybody's stuff in one thing because
for that class.
Yeah, so like these are all their referral sheets, right? So I had their referral sheets in here. So some people gave me 2, some people gave me 10, some people gave me that one gave me 6, this one gave me 7, and that one gave me 10. And sometimes they fill it all the way up. And
Wow.
then the back is their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then I can go in and then I can fill out their shopping sheets. All right, so that was probably one of the fastest briefs I think I've done. So
But it's
what question?
it's
or-
like it just makes it a little more easier. I do like you not having to do the foundation on the first part, you know?
I'm telling you, Cindy, it makes it so much faster. And I thought I was going to hyperventilate and die not doing it. Like
Because that's what we were taught.
first I gave up the cream eye color. Then we gave up the cheek color. Then we gave up the mascara. Then we gave up the lipstick. And Muriel doesn't wear any makeup, right? So she's
Right.
like, and so what we found is when we quit doing foundation, we sold way more skincare because it was they didn't have foundation on their face.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so if they want, I always do a gift. So what I have my assistant do is I put together little color cards. So their gift from me for that day would be a color card, the little mascara wand that we get that's got that we get.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a mini one. Yeah.
So in my little packet, they get a color card, they get a lip applicator, they get a sponge applicator, and they, I have cotton balls, so I don't have to put the cotton balls in there because I can set the cotton balls on the table. And then they get a mascara. So they get, if they want that as their gift, they can do it there or they can take it home, but then that's their gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
So and then it's just CC cream. And if they say, well, sometimes I'll pull it out, but a lot of times I have CC cream at the studio and I don't bring all my foundations. And I just say, at your second appointment, I'll be glad to foundation match you. I have all the formulas, I have everything, but when we do that, we're going to blow through skincare and then we're going to do eye primer, lip primer, and we're going to do all the color. And then I have a color closing sheet. So then I'll be able to use this sheet to dive deeper into skincare because it's got all the boosters and everything in it and clinical solutions. And then I'm going to and I'll show you my color sheet. So what else did you?
I like your closing sheet though. That makes sense. It's a lot easier.
Okay, so I just finished it today. So I'm like, I think I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so let me show you the color closing sheet. Color.
And see, in most of my new customers, I've been just selling what skincare. Because I dialed down on my makeup as well. I mean, I didn't wear a lot in the first place, but some days I don't have foundation on, and I usually use, or if I do, I just use the CC cream because everybody's in a rush and a hurry and all that. They're like, I just want something for the day. I'm like, CC cream's perfect for you then.
Yeah, so let me show you this one. And then what I'm going to do, I'm changing this. Okay, this is what, let me pull this up.
Oh, and foundation primers. That's what I'm selling too.
Yeah. So, and I have them, I always tell them that your foundation primer is your spackle for your face and it's like your beauty filter. Because if you put it on and you look at it before and after, they can literally tell a difference. So right here is the color closing sheet, and then I'll pull up the other closing sheets. So if someone is watching this recorded. So right here, they've still got the skincare. Okay. Then we have the Microderm, we have Petite Eyes, the 5-Minute Cutie, the Essential Glam, the Wow Lashes, although I have to redo it because this one has the lash primer. We don't have it anymore. The Flawless finishing set and the brush set. All right. Oh, what I did forget to tell you, let me pull this up too. Hold on. Let me do this. So this is the, this is the, okay, so then this one is Zoom. The preview, the March set sheet. Okay, so then that one is the skincare. And so I will edit the color. And then so then they'll each be, so I'll do that. Now, what I forgot to tell you, okay, oh, and this
Mhm.
is very important. So after I do my clothes, my clothes sheet and I do my closet clothes, I'll say, okay, oh, there's two more, there's two more sets I forgot to share with you. So the set is the opportunity. So you can get started today if you want to be a savvy shopper or a brand ambassador, you want to work your business virtually, and you are thinking, you know what, I'd love to maybe do a Facebook party, or I would love to share this product and shop at 50% off and share it with my friends and family. So you can start with the $30 eStart. That's our electronic start. And you'll get all the access to all the training, and you can actually start working today virtually. You'll get your Mary Kay personal website so your customers can shop from you, and then you'll get your credit card processing so you can be up and running today. Or if you want to do the the full starter kit, it's only $130. You're going to get over $400 of full size product. You're going to get your miracle set. Remember, so it's $130. And guys, if you got your miracle set today, it's $120. Hello.
Mhm.
So you're getting your miracle set for normal to dry. You're getting your miracle set for combination to oily. They share the eye cream. You're getting your 5cc creams. You're getting your translucent powder, your mascara. You're getting your satin hands, and that's over $400 a full size product. So that is a $550 value, and you're going to get this super cute bag. And so then you can decide if you want to work in person, virtually, however you want to work. And so yeah. And if you want to get started today, then you get to shop at 50% off. All right. So if they do that and they get started today, you could decide you want to do that or you don't have to. But if they're going to do that, I'm not going to give them a discount. So say if they started this, I'm going to run their credit card, because if they are a kit snatcher, okay,
Mhm.
and never place an order, I'm going to run their card. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to run their card regardless. But then when she places her order, I'm going to mail her order to me, pull out the products that I gave her, and send it back. So if she paid me $100, and if she does a $600 order, then, and she does a basic starter package, then she's going to pay for the rest, and we'll use that because I can put 2 cards on there. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
So that way, number one, she's starting immediately. And the other thing is I just bought a bunch of travel size sets, the go sets,
Mhm.
because if someone starts with a $30 kit and that's what they want to start with, I'm going to give them, if they're a decision maker, they can get their go kit or they can get their charcoal mask.
Gotcha.
So if I've got the go kit and they're only going to do a $30 kit, I want them to be using the skincare immediately. So they're going to get the go kit
Mhm.
so that they're actually using their skincare. And if
Right.
they buy the full kit, then they can do their go kit or they can do a charcoal mask, whichever that they want.
Sounds good.
So, yeah. So everything happens around a kitchen table. For me, I am better in person than I am on screen.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Okay, so you like the closing sheet.
Uh-huh.
So anything else that you can apply from that, or any contributions that you could make that you would think that, oh, Lisa, I did this. This is great. I'd like to share that with you. I mean, is there anything else?
No, I mean, I wasn't really doing that many facials. I mean, I did the bridal, but I didn't do that many facials. But I'm trying to set it up to start. So with this new sheet of yours, I'm gonna start trying doing that.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with PCP. All right, and then we're gonna finish
Mhm.
up.
Okay.
So and I'm gonna make a campaign. And I'm gonna do this on the plane tomorrow because I'm going flying. Tom and I are having a little 4-day getaway. But I'm gonna make my campaign on the plane tomorrow. And it's gonna be the campaign. So if you wanted to do Project Broadcast, I'll give you a code. And I just did a bunch of training. Did I do it on Project Broadcast? Oh, I did it on Project Broadcast, I think. I trained on 2 things and it took the whole time for Project Broadcast. So I can share that training with you.
Okay.
But it was on like campaigns on how to do and how to use Project Broadcast. So I'm going to create a campaign. So the first one is this is what's arriving in your mail. You can literally go in, and if you don't have it, go print this out and just hold it up. It looks like a lookbook. They'll never know it's not a lookbook.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then I'm going to do the campaign, but then all of my customers, I'm going to say, I am so excited. And I am doing spring skincare refresh sessions. I would love to get together with you. We have all these boosters, and maybe it's been a long time since you and I got together, and maybe you're not using all the products, or maybe we're using the wrong products. So is there any reason why we can get together one-on-one? You can gather your girlfriends and party with me and get blah, blah, blah for free, whatever hostess program you're using. And then, and if they're my existing customers, and if they say one-on-one or whatever, I'll say we can get together in person, or we can do, a quick Zoom or Facebook Messenger video chat or FaceTime chat, and then we can go over your skincare, because I can spend 15 minutes with someone on a Zoom and sell $200
Mm-hmm.
because they haven't been using all the products. So I'm gonna, so with these new boosters, and with this landing in their mailbox next week, I'm gonna do spring skincare refresh sessions with my PCP people.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So I'm gonna challenge you. Go book 5 parties. And I'll send you the I gotta go get the training link from what I did last Thursday. So I did an hour training on Project Broadcast on how to use it.
Okay.
So
I'd
I'll
love
get that
to see
to
that.
you, and I just want to proof this one more time, and then I'll edit the color, and then I'll this will be in our boards.
Okay.
All right. Have a
Good.
great
Thank you. You too. Enjoy your vacation.
Okay, well, I'm not there yet. I got a busy day
Well,
today.
but you will. You
I
will.
will.
You know what
I
I
will.
mean.
All right, talk to you later.
All right. Bye.